Hi everyone, this is Crime in Court. Welcome. My name is Heather and we are here with part 3 of the probable cause affidavit reading for the New Hampshire versus Adam Montgomery trial, which is currently on day 5 today as I'm recording this, which is February 13th of 2024. So we are now on the third part of this. I've read the affidavit in 2 other parts prior to this, so if you're just tuning in, you might want to go check those out first. So where did we leave off? We were talking about Travis Beach and his girlfriend who assisted with renting the U-Haul for Adam Montgomery, and this was kind of they did a nice summary of who Brian Middleton was. He was the actual person who rented the U-Haul. So he was a friend of Travis Beach and his girlfriend, Brittany Bedard. So those are the names. They were, the 3 of them went to the U-Haul to rent this U-Haul for Adam Montgomery, because Adam Montgomery didn't want it in his name because of what he was going to use it for, which is to transport the body of his 5-year-old daughter, which he allegedly beat to death and carried around her body for months as it was decaying and going through, all the different stages of decomposition while they were staying in a car, while they were staying in a housing shelter for homeless people. They were staying, with their moms, her mom, Kayla, the Adam Montgomery's girlfriend's mom. So we saw in the last episode, part 2, you really saw how this state lays out the many, many times in which Adam Montgomery moved at Harmony's body and desecrated her body, we'll say, because he tried to fit her into a tiny little bag, the CMC bag that we showed a picture of. Where is it? Oh, it's a while back, I guess. So we showed the picture of the CMC bag and how he was manipulating her body in ways. Let me do this. He was somehow manipulating her body in ways to get her into this tiny little bag. She had at one point been frozen, and he was trying to thaw her out in the shower, according to Kayla. So, oh crap! I didn't want to do that. Stop. Okay, well, escape. I'm hitting escape. It's not stopping. I didn't want to edit. Here we go. Can I just go to organize pages? Sorry. Let's look for the picture of the bag. Well, remember we talked too about she was in this cooler. Let's zoom in on these. So she was in this cooler at one point, which was outside the front of Kayla's mother's house. And then at one point she was in the ceiling of this shelter, this room where Kayla, Adam, and the 2 boys slept. She was in that ceiling. You can see this is on the top side of the ceiling when you look up through the vent, that there was discoloration on the sheetrock, right? Isn't that what that's called? Sheetrock. Okay, good. I would have called it something and it would have been wrong. All right, so if I guessed, because I'm not handy. So they cut out this entire portion of the ceiling. That's the section where presumably Harmony's body was, because there is staining in that section. And we scroll down further. That's additional pictures of that section of ceiling, but they are removing the framing here. So you can see that there was more bodily fluids underneath where the framing was that seeped under there. So that we talked about also. And then at some point, he put her in garbage bags, layered multiple garbage bags around this duffel bag. And then at this point, this is the CMC bag, which was just a small maternity bag. They fit her in there. He fit her in there. But Kayla may or may not have had some part in it. The girlfriend. Honestly, I think she had a lot more to do with the hiding and moving of the body, because she did help move the body. This was the bathroom in which they had kept her also in the, this is the bathroom in which Adam took Harmony and was trying to fit her into that CMC bag. Although these are the new tenant's items. So, but this is the bathroom where he was trying to make Harmony fit into a small, tiny maternity bag that we just showed. Okay, so now you guys have background just in case you missed or needed a refresher. I always need a refresher because I look at so many cases, I forget the details. So it's good to look back and see where we were. Anyways, before I forget, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe, share it with anyone who might be interested. I would be grateful for all of that. Thank you so much. It helps you too with your algorithm, and YouTube will give you videos that they think you like, because based on the videos that you give a thumbs up. All right, so let's begin. Below is a conversation from Beach. Remember, this is a longtime friend of Adam Montgomery's and Travis Beach, and he's the one that went to go rent the U-Haul. So here is a conversation from Beach's Facebook records between Beach and the 5803 account, which they have identified as Adam's Facebook account, which he later deleted, but they were able to recover this. So Adam says on 3/3/2020, yo, if you are awake, call me, need to talk. Travis responds, hey, can we use the U-Haul for like 10 minutes? So this is the 4th now, the next day. Okay, so he must have called him. Are they assuming then, like, after Travis called him, that he relayed the fact that he needed Travis to get the U-Haul? And at this point, he already had it? I don't know. So, okay, let's keep reading. So Travis, on March 4th, 2020, says, hey, can we use the U-Haul for like 10 minutes? And Adam, there's a missed call from Travis. Travis missed a call from Adam, so they're playing phone tag. And then Adam says, no, what's up, bro? Hit me up. And that's KNOW. No, what's up, bro? Travis missed a call. I don't know if that was an incorrect spelling, like no, N-O. No, you can't use the truck for like 10 minutes. Hit me. I don't know. Okay, so then Travis missed a call from Adam again and again and again and again. All of these. Oh, wow, look at all the times Adam called within just a few minutes of one another. Finally, Travis at 12:16 says, yo, please let me know when I can come by and grab my stuff, because we only have the car till 1:30. Thank you, Bubba. Okay, so they rented a car, or did they rent it? Or did they mean that they only have the U-Haul for 1 till 1:30? Adam missed a call from Travis. He says there are then calls, videos, chats between Adam and Travis, which are short. They are between 12:22 Eastern and 12:57 Eastern, so p.m. afternoon. So yeah, if they had to go drop the U-Haul off at 1:30, then that would make sense that they are trying to reach one another to meet up again to get the U-Haul back. All right, so Travis says at 2:47 Eastern, what U-Haul did you drop it off at? Because he just got a text saying the van was supposed to be back at 2, so please let me know what the fuck is going on. What WTF is going on? ASAP, he says. And then Adam at 7 o'clock. So this is 2:47. And at 7 o'clock, Adam responds, I dropped it off at Willow, my word. Please don't message me stuff like this on Facebook again. And then Travis says, okay, my bad. Won't happen again, Bubba. And then Travis missed a call from Adam. And then Adam says, yo, bro, can you call me, please? I need to talk to you. It's important, very important. Please call. Adam said that to Travis at, 9:27 Eastern time. So that's weird. This whole thing is sus to me. Very suspicious. All right, so Travis Beach's proffer interview. On August 9th, 2022, a proffer interview. Remember, that's something that it's like a promise of what I would offer as my testimony in a court of law. So a proffer interview was conducted with Travis Beach with his attorney present. During the interview, he confirmed reconnecting with Adam and Kayla Montgomery at the Mall of New Hampshire in Manchester, New Hampshire. He stated that over approximately 1 week period, he and Brittany went over Adam and Kayla's apartment at the Union Street apartment in Manchester to use, because they were Adam and Kayla are users, and so are many of their friends in these situations, in this probable cause. All right, so Beach stated this was right before he turned himself into probation officer on 3/5/2020. Okay. Beach stated Adam asked for help in person renting a U-Haul, and he and Brittany assisted in doing so. Beach confirmed the U-Haul was rented on South Willow Street in Manchester for Adam. Once the vehicle was rented, it was brought to the Econo Lodge by Beach and Brittany Bedard, where the keys were turned over to Adam. Beach denied driving the vehicle after the keys were turned over to Adam. Beach confirmed during the interview that he would communicate with Adam through Facebook Messenger. So that aligns with what we just read, that he was trying to communicate. It seemed like Adam was the one that was dropping off the U-Haul, so it seems like Beach's proffer is pretty accurate, or at least, credible. All right, so Massachusetts Department of Transportation records for U-Haul. On July 20th, 2022, I received information from the Massachusetts Department of Transportation regarding 3 toll violations involving the above referenced specific U-Haul van during the time that it had been rented by Middleton. And this is where I say my usual phrase, criminals be dumb. You so you went through all that, you thought through all the process, you had somebody else rent the U-Haul for you, but you drive on tollways where there's cameras that take your picture when you don't pay. So there were 3 violations that occurred at the following date, times, locations. So all on March 4th, 2020, And these are the times. So 4:44, 4:45, and 5:25 a.m. on the Tobin Bridge local. So he was going north, he went south, and then he went north again. So that's interesting. He changed his direction 3 times. All right, so these times on 3/4/2020 are consistent with the time frame described by Kayla as to when Adam was using the U-Haul to dispose of Harmony. The information from MassDOT included photographs taken at the times of the violations. The photographs for all 3 violations clearly show a U-Haul van with Arizona license plate ending in 147. Some of the photographs also show the windshield of the U-Haul from the front. However, in the photographs, it is not possible to identify any occupant within the U-Haul van or even to definitively tell how many occupants there may have been. Employees from MassDOT have explained to me that the top half of the photos, which includes the windshield, is intentionally and automatically distorted for privacy reasons, and the original unblurred version of the photograph has been deleted. Well, that's odd. Below are photographs from MassDOT of the front and back of the U-Haul van from the 5:25 a.m. toll violations. So as you can see, it's very dark and hard to tell anything, but you can see it is definitely a U-Haul. All right, so forensic testing of locations where Harmony Montgomery's body was stored. As we went through, there were so many locations where she was moved from and to, and things that were done to her body to make her smaller and to decompose her body faster. All right, so as noted previously, the U-Haul van that Adam used to dispose of Harmony's body was sold at auction on or about 5/14/2021. Current owners of the U-Haul van were identified as Robert Bob Wood and his son Joshua Wood, both of Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Bob and Joshua Wood consented to a search of the van, which had been repurposed for use of their business wood cleaning services. On 9/11/2022, Manchester detectives traveled to Lancaster, I don't know why I'm having trouble saying that word, Lancaster, Pennsylvania, to process the van. The van was processed with Blue Star, which is a chemical agent used to detect hemoglobin, a molecule present in red liquid DNA, on surfaces where it may not be visible to the naked eye. When the van was processed with Blue Star, there appeared to be a reaction to the right side of the interior step on the driver's side, a faint reaction on the passenger's side floorboard, and 2 reactions approximately halfway up the back of the passenger's seat along the side of the seat closest to the door. Get that? Okay. So 2 reactions approximately halfway up the back of the driver's seat, or passenger seat, sorry, along the side of the seat closest to the door. Okay. So each of these areas were swabbed, and the swabs are pending further forensic and testing at the time of when this PCA was written. On June 14th, the Union Street apartment in Manchester was searched pursuant to a search warrant. Multiple items of potential evidentiary value were seized from the department. One item was the sole refrigerator in the apartment, which was a standard over-under freezer refrigerator. Remember, Kayla said in her statements that at one point Harmony was in the fridge, then they took it to the Portland Pie Company or whatever it was called. I can't remember now. I think that was the name of the place where Adam worked. He kept her there for a short time in their freezer, and then he brought her home and put her in his freezer. So that fridge, she was in both the fridge and the freezer at some point in time. There was a lot of moving going on. All right, so there were some indications from the owner of The the Union Street apartment that the refrigerator seized from apartment 2 on 614 may not have been the same refrigerator that was there when Adam and Kayla lived in the apartment. However, he was unable to definitively say whether or not it was a different refrigerator. So, he really didn't know. So that wasn't helpful. On September 8th, 2022, Manchester detectives processed the seized refrigerator with Blue Star. Upon processing, there appeared to be a small reaction to the Blue Star on the bottom right of the interior of the refrigerator and 3 significant circular reactions together with some smaller reactions on the bottom of the interior of the refrigerator. Each of these areas was swabbed, and the swabs are pending further forensic investigation at the time of this writing. I'm sure by the time of trial they have the results. And today is, I think I said that already, the 5th day of trial today for this, for Adam Montgomery versus the state of New Hampshire. All right, so as noted previously, records showed that Brittany Bedard rented rooms 216 and 313 at the Econo Lodge for 2 nights. That was the 3rd and the 4th. In addition, messaging from Travis Beach's Facebook account shows that he and Bedard were in room 313. This means it is likely that Adam and Kayla Montgomery were in room 216. This room faced the rear north side of the Econo Lodge, which is consistent with information from Kayla about the room that she and Adam stayed in. On 7/11/2022, Manchester detectives went to the Econo Lodge to search the room 216 on consent from the hotel owner and general manager. The search focused on the mini fridge in the room. She was so small she fit into a mini fridge in a hotel. That's how much he tried to condense and break down her body. And he put her in lime to break it down further. All right, so the search focused on the mini fridge in the room based on Kayla's statements that the CMC maternity bag with Harmony's body was placed in the mini fridge in the room where they stayed prior to Adam disposing of the bag. The mini fridge was processed with Blue Star, which showed a small, quick reaction underneath the interior freezer space. A small, quick reaction on the area of the interior door where it has can holders, and a small quick reaction on the bottom of the door. So multiple reactions. Each of those areas was swabbed, and the swabs are pending further forensic testing. So it's important to note that what they use, Blue Star, is only going to react to red liquid DNA or, bodily fluids like that have that in it, mixed with that, because it's reactants to the hemoglobin. So if there's other people who touched things within the refrigerator and left, trace DNA from their hands, from touching it or whatever, that probably won't, that's not going to react to this particular test. So it's not like they're just doing like finger swab or not finger swab, like fingerprints or swabbing or dusting for fingerprints. It's different because it's reacting solely to red liquid DNA, BLOOD, double OD. YouTube doesn't like that word, so sorry, I have to use code words. All right, so to date, Harmony's remains have not yet been located. So I've said before, this is a no-body trial, which are more difficult to convict. However, based on the testimony of Kayla, she has completed her testimony as of yesterday, just the things that she has said, and it correlates with what she said in here. It seemed credible to what she has said in her proffers. It aligns with it. So it does seem like, based on her testimony, Adam's guilty. in my opinion. But we also don't know what role Kayla played in hiding Harmony's body or moving Harmony's body. We do know that she brought her body to the Portland Pie Company for him. So she had a hand in some of this. So I don't know, like, how credible is she? If she did do some of these things, is she kind of, taking herself out of the equation when she's telling her narrative about what happened? It makes me wonder, is there more to the story that we don't know? Because we're just hearing Kayla's version, and Kayla's version is trying to distance herself from her involvement in the crimes, potentially. I don't know. That's just something that I think a lot of people are thinking, and myself included. So, conclusion: based on the foregoing facts and circumstances, there's probable cause to believe that Adam Montgomery committed the crimes of second-degree unaliving, tampering with witnesses and informants, falsifying physical evidence, and abuse of a corpse. Therefore, I respectfully request that an arrest warrant be issued against Adam Montgomery for the following charges. 1 count of second-degree unaliving, contrary to RSA section whatever, I don't know, all that, in that he recklessly caused the end of the life of Harmony Montgomery, a person under 13 years of age, under circumstances manifesting an extreme indifference to the value of human life by repeatedly striking Harmony Montgomery on the head with a closed fist. Yeah. 1 count of tampering with witnesses, informants, contrary to that statute, in that he, believing that an official proceeding as defined in this statute or investigation was pending or about to be instituted, he purposely attempted to induce or otherwise cause Kayla Montgomery to testify to inform falsely. So he made Kayla lie about the fact that she originally told everyone that Adam had dropped her off to Dunkin' Donuts one morning, and that was the last time she saw Harmony, and Adam had told her that he had dropped her or returned her to Harmony's mother, Crystal. So that was the story that she was going with for a while, but then she admitted she was lying to that, and admitted to what had really happened. All right, so 1 count of falsifying physical evidence contrary to statute, whatever, ending in 6-1 or I don't know, in that he, believing that an official proceeding as defined or investigation is pending or about to be instituted, he purposely altered, destroyed, concealed, or removed the body of Harmony Montgomery with the purpose to impair its verity or availability in such proceedings or investigations. So he altered her body in such a way that it would alter the investigation and how they could determine cause of the end of her life, and things like that. So because of everything that he did, he destroyed the body so well that they don't even have her. So he which goes into the next count, the abuse of the corpse, that he purposely and unlawfully removed, concealed, or destroyed the corpse of Harmony Montgomery or any part thereof, signed under the penalty of perjury, the penalty for which may include fine or imprisonment or both. So this is John Dunleavy, detective with the Manchester Police Department. He wrote up this probable cause affidavit, and we read it today. We finished the 3rd part. What do you guys think about this? Is an awful case, and I did put up the trigger warning. Sorry I didn't say anything, but yeah, it's a trigger warning because it's pretty horrific what he did, especially if you go back and listen to Kayla's testimony when she's talking about the incident in which Adam beat Harmony to the end of her life. And it's chilling to listen to. And then they go and eat Burger King like immediately after they just went and got methadone from the methadone clinic. So it's a very, very, very sad case. It's heart-wrenching, and I think anytime there's involvement with children in these cases, it's very difficult to release that emotion, to separate your emotion from the trial. Hopefully the jury can do that. I don't see a defense. I mean, the defense hasn't put on their case yet. We're still in the state's case, but I don't know what the defense can say really to do this unless, or to discredit the probable cause enough to get him, a mistrial or even exonerated. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.